What's up, fam? How's everybody doing today? How is everybody doing? We are live on our first YouTube live. Thank you guys for being here. We're doing a little bit of transition. As you know, back in the day, we used to do our mindset calls. We used to do our Monday mindset calls all the time, and we would always do them on Instagram. But I wanted to give a try with YouTube because I know YouTube likes to work a little bit better with the live streams. They've improved a lot of things. So you know what? Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a try. We have the YouTube channel now running. So let's do what we got to do. I see the chats already lighting up. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. If you guys could hear me well, you guys can see the screen clear. If you could drop me a 1 in the chat, I'd appreciate it. I know we had our Sunday Outlook call last time connected through Rich YouTube. So if you're not yet on YouTube, make sure you sub too. We just wanted to make sure, of course, that you guys could see well here too. Love it. Love it, love it. Awesome. Thank you for the ones. The delay's not bad. The delay is not bad. It's probably like a 30-second delay. We might be able to live trade soon here too on YouTube. So make sure you guys are keeping an eye, subscribed. Subscribe for sure to the channel and send the channel out because we might be able to do some live trading here soon too. We're going to do a lot in this channel. A lot in this channel for sure, for sure, for sure. Awesome. I see the ones. I see the action here. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So yeah, no, obviously it's a pleasure for me. I mean, mindset for me really back in the day, it's kind of weird, right? So for those that don't know me, obviously you're brand new here. As you could see, my name is Brent Badal. It shows there right there on the bottom. Brent Badal. You can see where else you can find the platforms as well. I've been trading heavily for the last 5-6 years, full time for the last 2 years as an educator. And we've been doing great. We've been able to make some money in the morning, as you guys know. I already sent a trade alert, so if you guys are not trading with me, you should. So if you've already made some money with me this morning on the trade alert, you could drop some $ for the chat for those that are not in so they can see what they're missing out on. But it's been already a blessed and abundant morning. But something that's really been able to help my trading has been mindset. It's hard for me. It didn't make sense. Coming from the background that I come from, just didn't make sense to say, you know what, I'm going to speak into an existence, things, and it's just going to happen. I'm going to work harder. It just didn't make sense to me. But really, the last 2.5 plus years that I've been here now, it's helped a lot. It's really helped a lot. It's improved my trading. It's improved the quality of life that I've had. I feel I'm becoming a better father, a better husband, better friend, everything, doing these things. And at the end of the day, it's pretty crazy. And it's something that you guys will realize too, that it's not only what you're taking in, but when you're actually sharing it and you're actually speaking, it actually does more for you. So I really appreciate you guys being here right now in this call, listening to me about mindset, because it's not only going to be able to help you, but you're going to be able to help somebody else, and at the end it's actually helping me to improve. And I know that the more that I better myself, the more I can offer to you guys as well. And that's the biggest thing, right? It's not really about what I could teach you for you to do, but what I actually could do for myself to be able to do even more, right? And that's one of those things that you need to understand. So thank you guys for being here. Of course, we already have 37 people here, almost 40. That's awesome. I'm still figuring out the times, guys. So this one I'm doing right now at 2. Next week, I'll probably do at 3. The next week, I'll bring it back at nighttime again, like at 7. And we'll see kind of where it fits best for everybody to do these calls. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I see thank you. The trades are fire. I see the $signs. That's awesome. Yes, we did crash Nats. But what we're going to speak about, the topic, as you guys saw on the flyer, was the middle. So every time I go in a Monday in Mindset, we're going to continue to have these. There's going to be a specific topic, something that I'm going to speak about, right? And this is something that's going to help you not only in trading. I know that I'm an educator. Everybody knows me for the Forex side, but really doesn't matter where you are right now in life, what your career is. This is going to help you. This information is going to help you become even better. It's a better version of yourself, no matter what you're doing. So this doesn't only apply if you're just trading, if you're just building. No matter what you're doing in your life, this will help you. Now that I ask you for is 2 things, right? Share the link so more can subscribe, and share this information, right? That's really the best thing to do, is help somebody else along the road. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not charging for these calls. I could if I wanted to. I'm not charging for these calls. I'm not making it into any private mentorship. I'm giving this completely for free, and that's all I'm asking for, right? Share the link so more can subscribe, and then share this information so it can reach more people and we could become better. I know you're just one person. You may feel like you can't do nothing to improve the world, but guess what? You can. All it costs is just sharing, right? That's all it is. So, not going to take much of your time. Probably going to be here like 15 minutes. As you guys know, these calls are really short, unless there's like somebody in special invite or there's more of like a direct training. But for this one, it's just a topic, I'm going to speak probably for the next 10, 15 minutes to you guys. Cool. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I'm seeing more people making it. That's awesome. Hey, Lisa, I see you. Awesome. Cool. All right. What's up, Mona? How are you doing? Shout out to Mona as well. All right. Let's get to it. So you saw the title of the topic, as you guys saw, was the middle. And it's kind of just vague, the middle, because usually I put something more in depth, but it's just the middle, because that's really the best that I could speak it, the best that I could say it. There's no other way than saying it than just the middle. Okay? And as always, these calls are interactive, so I need you guys to be interactive on the chat too. So, when we speak about the middle, what I mean by that is no matter what you're doing in your life right now, no matter what you're trying to do, you're going to go through stages. There's the beginning, there's the middle, and then there's the end, right? Nobody speaks about the middle. Have you ever realized that? Have you ever seen in social media? Because obviously social media, we portray one thing in our lives and then in reality it's another, right? But in social media, like, have you ever seen anybody speak about that middle? Nobody speaks about the middle. All we see is either the beginning of the journey and the success being celebrated. But we never see the middle. Strange, it's odd. You would think, I mean, common sense is in common, but you would think like you would see every single stage, but no. You only see the beginning. Happiness, I'm ready, I'm launching, new company, new career, new family, new this, but nobody ever speaks about the middle. It's the celebration. I did this, I bought a car, I bought a house, I hit a rank. It's always the celebration, but never the middle. And no one speaks about this. Why? Because it's very discouraging when you do not have the clarity to talk about it in the correct intention, with the correct manner. Nobody wants to speak about that, because how are you going to tell somebody, hey, you know what, you should come and do what I'm doing, but the beginning's going to be amazing, but by the way, the middle's going to suck and you're going to go through this and this. Nobody really knows how to speak it. They're discouraged, or a lot of times they just purposely don't speak about it, and that's not right. No one speaks about this because of the fear of the prospect not launching, and it shouldn't be feared. It should be more spoken of. I believe it should be more spoken of. If you speak it with the right intention, speak it with clarity, this isn't a topic of discouragement. It's a topic of clarity and transparency. The middle is where you feel like you're giving it all. If you're in the middle, you could raise a one. I feel a lot of times still to this day, you guys portray me as an educator and this, I got the Prada the whole night. I get it, but I'm still in the middle in a lot of things in my life too. So I know you could drop in a one in the chat. If you feel you're in the middle of anything in your life right now, there's no shame in it. I'll be the first to raise my hand. Number one, yes. Like, I'm going through the middle through a lot of things. And when you're going through the middle, you feel like you're giving it your all. You're giving it your all. 100% of you is all in it. All your efforts you're putting onto the table completely. Here are all my cards laid out on the table. And guess what? Nothing is changing. Nothing is changing. You are getting up early. Tomorrow I'm going to get up an hour earlier. I'm in 2 hours earlier tomorrow. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. You are just constantly pushing, giving everything 100%, but nothing is changing. Every day you take a step forward and it just feels heavier, feels more difficult than the last step. The progress is as if it never existed. Like, you just don't feel like there's no progress at all. And the worst of this is that you feel invisible to the world. But guess what? You're not. That's the biggest thing. You are not. This part of the middle, and this is why a lot of times isn't spoken to you. This is why you don't see it on social media. This is why nobody sits down with you and conversates with you. But I am doing this. I am transparent. This is who I am. So, this is it, right? This is the middle. You are going to feel invisible many times to the world, no matter what you are doing. Just nothing's happening. But guess what? You're not. You know why you're not? Because what you're doing through the middle, it's all perspective. You have to look at it this way. Through the middle, what are you doing? You're painting a picture. Who here has seen Bob Ross? Who knows Bob Ross with his pictures? I still watch those now and then, like, just to calm myself sometimes, right? He grabs a blank canvas and just grabs a little brush and tweaks it around and does this and does that, and you don't know what the heck is going on, and he's telling you instructions to follow and you're not getting it. You're like, what am I doing? This is going to be horrible. But what happens at the end, right? It's a beautiful, amazing picture, right? But he's painting that picture. You're drawing a map to your destiny, which is full of success. What happens when the first adventurous explorers were going out in the world? They were going on a boat, landing on a piece of land, and got a piece of paper and started drawing. Didn't make no sense, but what happened in the end? You have a beautiful map of the world now. Can you guys imagine if you live in the UK and the States, you landed for the first time in the United States and you grab a piece of paper, which wasn't even paper, and a pen, which it wasn't even a pen, and you started to draw what a map was. You imagine how ugly that thing looked at? And now look at the map. It's a pretty map right now, right? It's a beautiful map right now. Like, you look at a map and you're like, damn, this is amazing. But it didn't look that way. So you need to understand that the middle, that's what it is. The foundation is key to success. I'll say that one more time, just to make sure everybody could hear all the way in the back. The foundation is the key to success. But it's not just regular success that we're talking about. It's long-term success. Because I don't think anybody wants to come here and just win once. You want to win forever, right? You don't want to come in and just be able to pass one prop firm. You want to pass 1 million. If you're a doctor, you don't want to just save one life. You want to save countless lives, right? So this is long-term success. And what do you need for long-term success? You need foundation. Simple as that. And this is the hardest part because nobody celebrates this. Nobody celebrates the foundation. Nobody celebrates the middle. No one sees this progress. And worse, many times you don't even see this process. You are the one literally building the foundation to your long-term success. You are doing all the hard work. Nobody is seeing this. Nobody is celebrating it. And guess what? No one is going to. But the problem here is that many times you don't even celebrate that or notice yourself what this is. A house without a foundation will fall. We were grateful, obviously my wife and I, to have a brand new built house, and we saw this house go through sticks, drywall, flooring, tile, everything, and then we walk out on the outside. It's a beautiful, nice house. When we came to see the foundation, I had never seen a house built like this before because I saw houses built in Mexico. And I told my wife, what the hell is this? Like, this is horrible. There's no way that this is going to be a house. But then the house is done and you're like, wow, this is beautiful. Like, it's crazy, right? It's a foundation. It's not meant to be pretty. But without the foundation, everything will fall. Nothing will ever stand the storms of what's coming when you're at the top without a proper foundation. This is why I speak about long-term success. You want to get to the top, right? Do you want to just get to the top so the first little wind knocks you down? No. The top, it's going to get bad, guys. It's not going to get any easier at the top. It's going to get really windy. People are going to want to push us down. Life is going to want to push us down. It's going to be very unstable. Have you ever seen when they go up those big, like, parabolic, whatever, satellite thing, towers things? They're changing, like, the light bulbs, what they're doing. They're just sleeving back and forth with the wind, right? It's not like they're going any higher and it's getting more stable. So you need to make sure that that foundation is solid. Grateful to have been to Dubai last year as well with my wife, and the Burj Khalifa, the largest tower in the world, right? I think it's the largest tower. It has 6 buildings as foundations. I think it's 6 or 7 buildings as foundations for it to hold. It's not even just one foundation. It has multiple foundations to hold it up. Do you think anybody went and celebrated the Burj Khalifa while it was being built? But look at how everybody loses their mind when they see it right now. Nobody's going to celebrate it, guys. It's part of it. So don't beat yourself up during the middle. Understand that this is just a phase, guys. It's just a phase that's going to pass. It's not how far you're into the middle, but it's how much closer you are to the end. Because you're going to feel like this middle is just taking forever and forever and forever and forever. So don't look back and be like, okay, for how long have I been in the middle? How many steps have I taken in the middle now? No, just keep on looking forward and you're going to see that the end is closer and closer as you're going through the middle. Don't beat yourself up for it, okay? Focus on what you are doing this for. That's the important part. Anytime you're going through a phase of that struggle, of you feel invisible, of you feel like you're not moving forward, nothing's working out, right? You need to make sure that you remember what you're doing this for. Take one step at a time. One foot in front of the other. I remember when I would do the rucks, miles, whatever, back when I had to do those 12-mile rucks and all this crazy stuff, right? It was what? Just one foot in front of the other. That's all it is. You're going to have to walk 12 miles up a hill with a bunch of gear. Guess what? One foot in front of the other. That's it. One brick at a time. Don't get caught up in the middle and quit, because that's the biggest thing. A lot of people quit during the middle because they're not seeing anything. You're not seeing any progress. You're not seeing any celebrations. Nobody's telling you, hey, congratulations. Oh, you're doing great. Oh, you're building your foundation. Awesome. Nobody's telling you that. You're just going to get the celebration of congratulations, you've started. And you're going to get a celebration of congratulations, you're done. You made it. You're not going to get nothing in the middle, guys. But don't quit. Just because you're not getting that recognition, you're not getting anything, do not quit. Just keep on going. Understand what you're doing this for. Why? I mean, you would think about it. You're like, man, well, Brian, why are you telling me that it's going to suck? Nobody's going to celebrate me. I'm going to feel like I'm unseen and invisible. Well, that seems like self-sabotage. Like, that seems dramatic. Guys, I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that to myself? Do you want to know why? Because one day, when you look back, you'll see that the middle wasn't all that bad. It was a struggle for sure, but it wasn't that bad. It was just the beginning of everything that you've asked for. We get tricked. I personally feel it's kind of like a trap. I feel like constantly, so like, okay, I'm locked in. I signed up. I'm ready. Okay, I signed up for school. I signed up for this. That's really not the beginning, guys. You made a decision, which is important. Hopefully in that decision you made a commitment, which you don't know what I'm talking about. You can go to my Instagram and watch my older Monday Mindset calls when we spoke about decisions and commitments. We already did that training, right? So you made a decision, made the commitment. Great. That's actually not the beginning. The beginning is actually the middle. And I know that doesn't make sense, but none of this is supposed to make sense, guys. That's why we're the very few and we're the select ones, right? So a lot of times, a lot of this it's not meant to make sense. That's why it doesn't work for a lot of people, right? So the beginning isn't actually when you sign up. The beginning is actually the middle. And you'll look back at that and then you'll realize once you have reached your goal, you're like, you know what, that wasn't that bad. Yeah, it sucked. Nobody celebrated me, but look where I'm at now. I got it. I got what I wanted to. Now I'm being celebrated. Great. Perfect. Fine. You'll have very few people. And those people that you do have, guys, that celebrate you. I mean, shout out to my beautiful wife. I see her in the chat right now. I always celebrate you. When you do have somebody that's like that, never let go of that person for sure. Always respect that person. Don't forget about that person. No matter what transition you are going through either into yours, never forget about those that are with you during the whole time of this. Because there's very few people that are going to see that you're in the middle. They're going to recognize that you're in the middle. They're going to support you in the middle. And they're not going to forget about you no matter what in that process, in that journey. So make sure you stick to those people and you never let go and you're grateful for that. That's very rare that you're going to find somebody like that. So I'm obviously grateful to have my wife to do that. So thank you, honey. But if you guys have somebody like that, do that. And at the same time, if you're in this, you're in the same business that we are, then you know that there's a lot of other people in the middle. You know that, right? I see Mona, I see Robin, I see Lisa, I see Zuzi, I see Natalia. Like, they might be in the middle too. Doesn't hurt to send Natalia a message. Hey, Natalia, hope everything's great. I see you working hard. I don't even know what the hell she's doing. But if I'm just going to say, hey, I see you working hard. Keep on doing what you're doing. A simple message, guys, could change so much. And how much has it cost us to send a message? It doesn't cost us much to do so, right? So just understand that it's never going to get easier. No one cares what you did yesterday. It only matters what you're doing today. So if you know that for you, it's never going to get easier. For you, you know that it doesn't care what you did yesterday. And for you, you know it only matters what you did today. Well, guess what? There's other people in that same realm that you are right now. So what can you do? You could reach out. You can reach out. I know that's a total different conversation, but it's like the suicide rate is crazy right now too, right? And how many lives could have been saved just by one message? It's the same situation. You know, there's people out there in this journey just like you. If you ever feel yourself like you're like, yo, this is not working, believe me, there's thousands of more people in the same situation out there. And I'm not saying to go and gather together and make a pity party, but go out there and try to give some words of encouragement, because whatever you give, you are going to get. As I mentioned at the beginning of this call, by me giving this Monday Mindset call, it's not that I'm over here just trying to improve and make everybody else better, but this is actually helping me at the same time, because I thought about this, I wrote this down, I studied it, it made sense, and now as I'm speaking it and teaching it, I'm actually grasping more, because there's levels. If you wanted to learn something, you're going to get so much of the knowledge by reading it. You're going to get more by reading and writing it. You're going to get even more by reading, writing, and speaking it. But the max level where you can actually learn something is when you teach it. The max level that you could learn something and master something is when you teach it. So by me doing this, I'm making sure that I'm improving myself. So by you reaching out and sending a word of encouragement, you know what? I would really love for today somebody to say, hey, you know what? I see what you're doing in your business. I know you're going through a rough time. You're going through the middle, but you're going to get through it. There was so many times in my days that I would love for somebody to send me that message and nobody did. So guess what? I have the power to do that now. And you guys have the exact same power to do the same. Doesn't cost you more than a message. Lastly, we'll close out with this. And this was by, I always forget his name. He always wears like a dad hat. I always forget his name. He always wears a dad hat, has a big beard. Crap, I can't remember this guy's name. It just dawned on me. I have the worst memory, guys, a lot of times. Somebody probably knows in the chat what I'm talking about. He does a lot of motivational stuff, motivational speaking. He always wears like a little dad hat, big beard, tank tops. He's not your clean cut guy. I like him. He looks like he works out. I like his stuff. He's always just straight to it. Cannot remember his name right now, but shout out to him, because obviously I want to give recognition where it goes when he spoke about this, right? So he spoke about being exceptional. And what I loved about this part, and it made so much sense to me, and this is more of like my rendition of how I see it, right? Where he says, like, do you want to be exceptional? Everybody wants to be exceptional, right? Exceptional meaning you want to be just the best of the best at what you're doing. You want to be an exceptional trader, exceptional leader, exceptional spouse, exceptional father, exceptional this, that, whatever you're doing, you want to be exceptional at it. We have to keep in mind that word, exceptional, that means you have to be the exception. Write it down. If you literally write down exceptional and you take away the two last letters, it says exception. Meaning you are not normal. You can't be normal if you want to be exception. It's normal for normal people to not see you pushing while you're in the middle. Let them be normal. You're going to have fun while you're in the middle. Celebrate yourself for being in the middle. This is what makes you different. This is what makes you an exception, which at the end of the day makes you exceptional. So go on. Let's be the exception. Let's realize that we're in the middle. Let's celebrate the middle. Let's celebrate others that are in the middle. And let's all be exceptional. That's it for me, guys. Our first ever Mindset Monday on YouTube. Thank you, guys. Make sure you share the link so they could catch us next week again here. I'll be doing more lives on YouTube as well. So we'll be doing like Q&As on YouTube. We'll do more mindset calls on YouTube. Depending on the quality of the streams, it doesn't look that bad. We might be able to do some trading stuff. So a lot of stuff coming here to YouTube as well. So thank you, guys, as always. And most importantly, as always, it's not about getting to the top, but it's about how many people you can bring with. So I'll catch you guys at the top. Peace.